Well, Dmitry Medvedenko is covering this story for France 24 in Moscow. Dmitry, we've heard recently that Russia has told all local airports to up their security. Are there fears that these two blasts could be part of a bigger terrorist plot?
Yes, indeed. Security is being tightened in Moscow. There are many police officers walking around the streets. I'm still standing near the site of one of the blasts near the Park Kultury metro station. All in all, the death toll stands right now at 37 people, with 73 injured with different injuries. They're in hospitals right now in Moscow. Investigative work is still underway. The metro station is still closed. Traffic has been restored on the roads of Moscow surrounding the metro station. And it seems the investigators are now studying evidence inside the station. The bodies are still down there. And what they found already, what they told us, were fragments of the suicide bomber's body. The woman that they believed to be a suicide bomber. They say they found a flock of long black hair, which pretty much indicates to them that the suicide bomber was a woman. They're also studying CCTV footage from the metro station. They seem to have identified the two women who are heading to the station, and both of them were accompanied by another woman. So a search operation is underway for those two women who are accompanying the suicide bombers. Both blasts occurred in the morning during rush hour, and it seems the place and time was picked especially to have the maximum impact in terms of victims and to show, to make a sign to the Russian government, creating, as the explosions occurred in the heart of Moscow near the Federal Security Service building and near the journalist headquarters of RIA Novosti here in Moscow.
Dmitry, let's talk a bit more about the choice of that spot for these blasts. What would the logic be behind a strike like this in that part of town particularly?
Well, it seems to be some kind of challenge. It seems to be some kind of sign that the terrorist bombers were doing with this blast. So far, no organization has taken responsibility for the blast. But we're already seeing activity on forums, especially extremist forums. They're cheering. They're saying that they're praising Allah for what happened in Moscow. That's kavkazchat.com, the website exactly that I'm quoting right now. Also, I've spoken to some of the people coming out of the metro stations. Some of them have been complaining that there are many people from the Northern Caucasus that they're seeing in the metro. Why haven't they all been moved out, end quote. So people are rather afraid, and they're already being a bit nationalist about the whole factor of what happened, blaming this on the extremists of the Northern Caucasus, probably in retaliation of recent counter-terrorist activity in the region.